And then you're wondering why girls are like 18 years old starting OnlyFans.
Risk-free. And that question is, can somebody else live my life for me? To understand the nature of this question, as well as the solution to it, we need to understand the background of the men who are asking me this question, as well as the millions of young American men who ask themselves this question every day. In short, the United States, as well as the West in general, is suffering a crisis of failed parenting. Boomer and Gen X parents simply did not prepare.
Dude, that's like the backbone of everything right there. Is what the number one problem of all relationship problems, the gender dynamic problems, everything is in America, okay? The broken family is like a common thing, okay? Like if you ever watched that, I've never watched it, the movie, because I refuse to put poison in my mind. But that one movie with Kylo Ren and Black Widow, you know what I'm talking about? The Marriage Story. What's his name? Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson, right? They have that like really toxic fight, and like they're screaming at each other, and he like punches the wall, and it's just like so toxic. And I don't think you guys in America don't realize, like, media outside of America, media in Korea, media in Japan, media in China, like this kind of stuff is not that common. Okay. It's not that common at all. And you know, quite frankly, um, it's really disturbing to see how common it is in America. Like there's always relationship strife, and like and there's always divorced families, right? And it's always like some woman rolling her eyes at some guy. And when you have that in the media and you also have that in the culture, like it creates this perpetual cycle of toxicity. And the ones who suffer the most from it are the children, okay? When a when a when a when a mother and a father separate and they get a divorce, the children take the majority of the trauma. The one who actually suffers the least is the woman, right? The mother. She suffers the least. Father typically suffers second. But excuse me, she suffers the least, the children suffer the most, and then the father suffers secondly, right? And that's what we have going on right now is it's just this failed parenthood thing that's just going on. And you know, it's just sad to see this, but that's what it all boils down to, right? You know, what do they say? Like if you gotta keep your daughters off the stripper pole, right? If that's like basically the sign of like a decent father, you keep your daughter off stripper pole. But like, you know, the pastime for American girls is just like just straight up like I was at a shisha bar last night, and I was watching these music videos from America, right? And it's just blows my mind like how common it is for girls just to like ultra sexualize themselves in every single music video in America. Like I was watching Ariana Grande, I was watching, you know, all this fucking trash, like these hip hop videos, and it's just like super, super, super sexualization. And then you're wondering why girls are like 18 years old starting OnlyFans and getting ran through, right? It's and it for guys, they don't want that. Like they don't want used goods. It's like it's in our DNA not to want that shit. Yeah, I don't care what anybody says. It doesn't. It's the guys don't want that at all. And yeah, I think Cappy, this guy writing in Cappy is spot on. Let's continue.
Prepare the children for the real world because parenting is hard. They opted instead the easier route of outsourcing the parenting to daycare providers, schools, politicians, teachers, and the media. Fathers, whether present in the family or not, divorced or not, nuclear or not, simply did not take the time to educate their children about the harsh realities of life, and therefore did not prepare the children for the real world. And so after shirking their duties to their children, and letting the public schools install the philosophical life-living operating system in the child's mind that is called socialism, feminism, victimhood, and entitlement, we have now released two woefully ill-prepared generations of children, Gen Z and millennials, into the real world, and the results have been disastrous. For example, I wrote the book How Not to Become a Millennial because we have an entire guinea pig generation as a testament as to what happens when your parents essentially lie to you, or at least don't tell you the truth. You have a listless, purposeless adults who can't support themselves, living at home until they're 35, or certainly relying on their parents or government's financial support. We have generations of adults with completely worthless degrees, with life-crippling student debts that come with them. The mental health of this generation is also the worst in history, though measures show Gen Z is on track to beat the millennials in this endeavor.
The mental health is truly screwed. And this is why I say, like, fundamentally, guys, like, America is circling the drain. A mentally broken nation cannot be number one. And America is living off past glory right now. That's what's happening. But you have like these the Zoomers and the millennials. I'm technically a millennial, right? I'm like on the tail end of millennials, but I'm definitely not one of these bitch ass millennials. Um, and what's happening right now is like, this is why the black pill movement is so strong. This is why the MGTOW movement is a movement of weak and broken men. And that's the same thing. The counter side to that is like girls who like embrace feminism, like it becomes like their identity, their life purpose, right? That right there is the fucking cancer. It is the absolute cancer that infects their minds. And guys, I know like a lot of you guys here like want me to throw shade at women and shit too, but like a lot of you guys watching me too are equally as fucked up, right? I have my problems too. We all have problems, but I'm like, I'm working towards fixing my problems every single day. And I've been doing that since I was like in my early 20s, right? So I'm just like Ryan Christensen says, like, you guys are fucked up. Like the leaders are just fucked up at a higher level, right? It's just like I have deeper problems in the sense of like, you know, oh, I didn't hit these certain KPIs or I didn't hit this certain goal. Like those are my problems. But your guys some problems like self-worth and oh, I can't stop eating Cheetos and I'm so fat. Like those are surface level problems, but a lot of people don't even deal with those surface level problems. But just to sit there and try to throw shade at chicks only, it's disingenuous, quite frankly. It's extremely disingenuous, and you know, it's uh, it's really just sad to see people gravitating to it. But like honestly, the dark side MLD, like the fucking like that side when I'm just like, all these guys cannot fucking compete with me. I love it, right? Um, it's yeah, and then Donnie's in the house. Donnie says, perfect thing. He says, most of the chick shit is because of the guys. Spot on, dude. Guys, this is our responsibility. Okay. As men, this is our fucking fault. Okay. And it's because the state crippled our fathers via the divorce, and the people who put that into law were fucking beta male men. And so you know, that's fundamentally what's wrong. Is it's just there's a nation of broken people, and they can't function, and they're like, family is the backbone of everything. Broken family equals broken people. Broken people equals broken civilization. Broken civilization equals you cannot thrive. Okay, period. And that's what we're dealing with. Fucking terrible. How's that for your Monday morning motivation, huh? Hope you're feeling great. Don't feel too terrible, but like we're just all men here. We have to objectively analyze this, and I think this is going to be useful for you guys. If you're watching this on replay, be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments.